Democratic Party has like a real problem with younger men in general, and they've pushed them aside, and that right-wing media dominates all the podcasts and all the independent media. Okay? And I think a lot of people are looking for like an easy solution on this, where they think like, oh, I guess it's because like people just saw Joe Rogan and became right wing or something like that. And that's not how this works, right? Like you also have
and then QAnon Republicans are like, what the
That was Satch K-Hive, an early banger back all the way back from like 2019. I'm Hassan Piker, and I'm here. I just want to tell you, welcome to the Cum Zone, okay? It is November 7th, 2024, Thirsty Thursday, okay? I am a little late, and I apologize. That's because I was doing some interviews with the media, with fake news. I was doing some interviews. Yeah, the sticker is stuck on my mic and I can't take it off, and it's really goddamn annoying because now everyone's gonna think I'm lame and I actually voted when I didn't, and I lied this whole time because I'm secretly a radical socialist tanky who hates the process of voting, and I actually intercepted multiple old ladies who were like, I just want to restore women's rights, and I stopped them. I slapped the shit out of them on the way to the voting station, and I stole their ballots and I ripped them apart. I didn't even like steal it and then change it to Donald Trump, because like that would be voting, and if there's one thing I hate the most, is voting. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MB, bro, use isopropyl alcohol. What the f is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what isopropyl alcohol. I don't know what that is. Looking extra balling in that shirt, big dog. Yeah, you think? You already know, baby. Is the sticker stuck on your mic? It is. It's annoying. It is what it is. Anyway, folks, boys, girls, MBs, everybody, I hope everyone's having a great one today. We are officially, I guess, at this point, 2 days out from the election station. People are already checking out. They're like, it's done. It's over. It's over. Donald Trump is president. We don't want to know about it. We don't want to hear about it. But, yeah. The internet is a very toxic, a very hostile space. I gave 2 interviews this morning, one to Washington Post, one to Vanity Fair, about not only my election coverage, but also like what the media environment, what the media landscape looks like for just anybody that is not immediately on the right. Whether they vote for Donald Trump or not doesn't really matter, just like right-wing overall. Talked about a lot of that stuff, covered up with a different one. I don't want to do that right now. I don't have any. Put your merch sticker over it. True. My OCD's going off. That sticker is triggering me. Yeah, well, sorry. Nail polish remover on the sticker. Oh my God, look how hairy he is. God damn, I'm drooling. I'm not even that hairy right now. Like, I mean, it's just my armpits, maybe, if that's what you're talking about. But hot water. Can everybody calm down? I'm not gonna do that right now. Please, this sticker is our number one priority right now. Everybody get serious. Lock in. Folks, I've been doing some interviews this morning. I went to bed last night. I have a couple possible profiles coming out as well. Working on that. But don't use nail polish remover acetone. It will melt your microphone. Okay. Well, in any case, we're here. We're live. We're alive. We're ready to go. We're ready to let it rip. As I was saying, I went to bed last night, watched a little bit, watched the last episode of whatchamacallit, Hell's Paradise. Is pretty good. Woke up, worked out, did a bunch of calls with the media, with the lying fake news, did a bunch of calls, told them I'm done, I'm doing it, I'm going right wing. I'm going right wing. I'm doing it. The grift is alive, folks. That chat with Bradley was eye-opening. Most of these bros don't even know what the f they voted for, nor research, just vibes alone. Yeah, a lot of voters are that way, but goddamn, this time it hurt for real. Yes, that is a messaging issue. Okay, the fact that like Bradley Martin is an influencer, certainly. So many of you will say he's a right-wing business owner, he's a small business owner, he's a prime vector of radicalization. But like the thing is, he's not like ideologically committed. You know what I mean? Like he's not like he's just a guy, a very normal guy who went and voted for Donald Trump. And I think like it's good to understand every single type of person that does like this. Okay, how is coping day 2? Is terrible, man. It's so bad. I'm so devastated. Like this shit sucks no matter what happens. I don't know why you're like that guy you spoke to yesterday said Trump wouldn't do Project 2025 after he spoken to Matt Walsh. Did you see Matt Walsh tweet that P 2025 is the actual agenda? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Bro is absolutely a hog. You got blinders on because you like him. Yeah, I think there's a difference of like what I consider to be a hog and just like, yeah, I mean, Bradley is an ape. I mean, I call him that myself. You know what I mean? He is. That's not the point. The point is you need to understand where the these people are coming from. You need to understand where the these people are coming from and figure out how to communicate to them, how to target them, how to change their goddamn minds. Okay, that's it. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. And I'm going to keep having these like normie ass discussions in general because, you know, we need to have those conversations. We just need to have like a better outreach strategy in general. And I'm going to keep doing that. But yeah, I think the reason the combos go nowhere is because they voted for Trump, not out of policy, because they think he's out here to combat the evil Dems, QAnon-esque theories, and they're so schizo they won't admit it during combos. What? No, not dude. Like a guy like Bradley Martin is not a QAnon person, dude. What? First of all, I think you got to talk to some QAnon people if you want, or if you need to see the QAnon people where they're at. They are not hiding it. You can tell. Man, Bradley Martin talking to Hasan makes me realize everyone's just scared and confused and tired. Everyone's only confident in their own lane and their own experience and looking for answers. Yeah, I had the same comment with my 65-year-old parents who voted for Trump. That's why I appreciate Haas for talks like this. Yeah, it's just like there's hateful little out there for sure. And I think we have half the time we think like the average Trump supporter is basically I'm gonna be honest with you. I think half the time, like what is this? This is I'm unironically getting pushed further to the left out this election cycle. The NC has bungled 2 election cycles against Trump, and they're not learning. If you're not growing, you're dying. This guy is like the #1 Destiny dick rider. So I don't know why you're saying it seems like people are changing. This dude hates me so much. He used to be a fan of mine too, as well as Destiny, and he literally like changed it. Destiny was able to mind melt him, change his entire goddamn worldview. This dude hates my ass. I remember him like he's like a Hutch style weirdo. So I don't know if he's actually organically turning to the left. If he is, then that's great. If he personally recognizes the flaws in Destiny's style of politics, which is like basically a rehashing of what the Democratic Party has been repeating over and over again, because he has no like unique individual ideas of his own. He's just like a regime defender unconditionally. If he's like moving away from that and recognizing that maybe it's better to advocate for things that improve people's material conditions, and that's like a smart way to run a campaign, then that's good. I'll have him. I think that 2028 will be 2016 all over. Bernie like figure versus establishment them. Yeah, I just don't know. Anyway, his brain just works differently. I don't understand why people think Bradley's lying. You can see it all on his face. He would have been told by people he trusts. He doesn't even know what Trump says like we do. I know. I mean, I've had this conversation with you guys so many times. Like 90% of Trump support comes from Trump supporters themselves not knowing what Trump's policies are, or not ever thinking about what the impact of those policies are. That's it. Like, so many people just don't know.
To watch AOC's Instagram live last night. I watched like 50% of it. I don't wanna put on another Hasan react video. This isn't meant to just I'm not meant to just replay. That's the play. I'm Hasan's waiting room.
Philly D, baby. That's right. I'm gearing up my union for the May Day 2028 general strike. I mean, dude, I'm of two different minds of like talking about May Day 2028 because I'm like low-key kind of scared to just even talk about it right now until it gets to a point where like it's until it's like materialized, you know what I mean? I'm a little worried about like talking about it out loud. I'm waiting. All I'm going to say is General Secretary Sean Fain, Chairman Fain, I'm ready, okay? Put me in a missile and throw me directly headfirst into the suburbs, sir. I'm ready to do your bidding. I'll do whatever I can, material support, financial support. Launch me into the goddamn suburbs like a missile, okay? So, first in the draft, yeah, I know. This is like everyone is talking about this. And I think so many people just don't understand that. Like so many people don't understand like some of the fundamental flaws here. Like for me, okay, the easiest route here is to just the most self-serving route is to basically be like, yeah, I'm that guy. Give me the money. I'll be that guy. But because I'm such a stubborn asshole, every time people ask me this question, I'm like, it's not just podcasts. It can't be just podcast. You cannot message with just podcast. Oh, 34 MKD 50's back. 100 gifted subs. It's not just podcast. Like it's not. You can't just like make a liberal Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan didn't become Joe Rogan and then became and then right wing gave him money and he became an operative or something. It was clips out of podcasts on TikTok. No, people just don't understand the situation. People don't understand the situation. 250,000 viewers says you are wrong, bro. What? Cope more. You are the chosen one. No. Okay, listen. Let me just blast off and we'll get into it. Okay. Let me just blast off and we'll get into it. Hold on. First of all, I'm doing this new thing where I'm changing. Well, I'm not changing my shooting, but like in order to warm up when I'm activating, like in order to use my legs more when I'm shooting, I wanted to show you guys this here. First of all, a couple things. Mind Lolly is now obviously the VP. And this is the never-ending cycle. Uninspiring centrist refuses to tackle the underlying social problems that led to the rise of the far right. Boom. Stagnating living standards creates fertile ground for fascism. Far right wins the elections. Boom. Far right drives the economy off a cliff. Lower standards of public life generally makes everything objectively worse. And then boom, uninspiring centrist comes back in, defeats far right with a promise of change. 34 MKD 50. Thank you for another 100 gifted subs. 200, 300 gifted subs. He's back, baby. The Turks are back. Now that Erdogan's favored candidate, Donald Trump, is back in office, the Turks are back in the building and they're doing the damn thing, dude. They're gifting like crazy. Thank you for your financial support. Subscribing is the best way to support me. I am no longer running ads and farming revenue that way. I might get back to it. I might fucking keep running ads. Who knows? But for the time being, I will not be. The entire point of the content creator economy is that you get views outside of mainstream media. You can't do counterculture shit if your politics are the same as Chuck Todd's. And then I just watch the TV like my grandma. People don't get it. Yes, that's part of it. Okay, that's part of it. I'm going to get into that in a second. Hold on. I just wanted to show you. Mind Lolly. I can't believe this ugly is now the vice president. How the did we do this? And then last but not least, I said top two are Rumble and most likely bought it, but this list is insane. I'm the only person on the left on this list. Right-wing media is incredibly dominant. Incredibly dominant. People don't understand it, okay? People do not recognize what the is going on. People do not recognize what the is going on. And they're already writing think pieces where they're like, ooh, maybe we should wag the finger at the fucking media diet of these people without like trying to figure out what the real underlying issue is. Okay. All of these guys literally love Bernie Sanders. They love Bernard Sanders. Okay. That's something you got to remember always and forever. Maybe not Aiden Ross, but don't matter. Anyway, let's blast off. Election station. Right-wing media dominates the news cycle. How to defeat it. Will the Dems learn the right lessons? Get in now. Can you explain people's journey from Bernie to Trump? I mean, dude, people do not make complex political decisions. They're not like hyper informed and making these decisions off of like real ideological standing. Okay. They're just kind of dumb. Most people are kind of dumb or too busy to pay attention to whatever is going on. Right. So that's it. That's how it works. Another 100 gifted subs from 34MKD50. He's going to be peppering all day. Liz, like, Dan Bongino is an insane person, right? He blocked me many, many years ago because I said that I wanted his steroid regimen. Like, he never told me what it was, and then he just like blocked me instead of answering me. Steven Crowder, again, lame as right? Mr. Wife Brutalizer, Mr. Pregnant Wife Brutalizer himself. Mr. What is this? Did you see ACP celebrating your sarcastic response to my critique of electoralism? Hassan Piker has endorsed the ACP, says the American Communist Party will win the next election. Stop. I'm never doing that. I'm never bringing that shit up again. That's crazy. All right. You see Don Lemon was watching my stream on TikTok. I heard. Hold up. Where is it? Is it this?
No, you're right. That's famously what women always say. They hate dudes who are 6'4" and brolic.
Damn, it's got 53,000 likes. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what helps right after working those out is if you do this. You're welcome, Shaq.
Wait, oh, you were just...
If not. Anyway, thoughts on the Adam Friedland show becoming the Joe Rogan style media operation for the Democratic Party? It's just like so funny to be like, podcasts are gonna save us. Yeah, Lebanon has gone crazy. Obama, when Trump removes the 22nd Amendment and runs it back in 2028. Yeah, dude, Obama's gonna come back. He's gonna win for sure. Definitely for sure. Don Lemon was watching me. Let's see what he said.
Right-wing ideology and talking points, and they don't even realize it. Here it is.
Massive amount of right-wing radicalization that has been occurring, especially in younger male spaces. Everything is completely dominated by right-wing politics. If you're a dude under the age of 30 and you have any hobbies whatsoever, whether it's playing video games, whether it's working out, whether it's, I don't know, listening to like a history podcast or whatever, every single facet of that is just completely dominated by center right to, I wouldn't say far right in the same way that it was back in like the 2016 era at the end of like Obama's administration, but like definitely center right to Trumpian right, like openly Trump right, not like genuinely neo-Nazi. That part is quieted down a little bit, but like they're like 90% of the way there for the most part. And that's it. Everything that they see is right-wing sentiment being expressed by individuals that they find charismatic, thought leaders, influencers that they subscribe to. And I think
TikTok,
that is
how are you?
some of the reason why you see this movement.
Cry me a river. So I agree. That's why you see this movement. He's 100% right. Whether folks want to believe it or realize it or not, whether you want to admit to it.
And it's not like I want to expand on this, and I have in all the interviews that I've given on this issue so far, because a lot of people have been reaching out, because like out of the hundreds of things that I've said in this past election cycle, many of which happen to be correct, I would say that the stickiest ones for the liberals and in the media specifically have been this take, right? And also the Democratic Party has like a real problem with younger men in general, and they've pushed them aside, and that right-wing media dominates all the podcasts and all the independent media. Okay? And I think a lot of people are looking for like an easy solution on this, where they think like, oh, I guess it's because like people just saw Joe Rogan and became right wing or something like that. And that's not how this works, right? Like, you also have to change the message that the Democratic Party is communicating. And if their goal is to simply be like, oh, we got to drop this we just got to be transphobic, you're a idiot. Okay? I'm sorry. You're an absolute dumbass. There's a way to defend trans people and not like aesthetically pander to trans people. And I think a lot of that comes from universality, okay, as a principle. Human rights is unconditional, right? You got to be like, listen, Medicare for all is happening, whether you want it or not. That means it's for every single person. I want every single person to have health care. Okay, doesn't matter if you're a Nazi, doesn't matter what your background is, you're going to get health care, okay? That's the entire purpose. That is how you're supposed to message it. You're not supposed to hyper target your messaging to be like, I am going to offer $50,000 in tax credits to startups created by trans people who only are non-binary. No female to male, no male to female, just non-binary trans people get the $50,000 tax credit. Like, that is an incredibly stupid way to message. Okay? It's unnecessarily divisive. It's bad politics. It's bad policy. The MBs do not deserve the $50,000 in tax credits. That's what I'm saying. Okay? No more MB podcasts. But like, but the Democratic Party doesn't understand that. And not only do they not understand that, but they also have like actively hit Bernie on this. They actively hit Bernie on this to be like, Bernie is so sexist. Bernie is so racist. Like, he wants, he's not pandering in a stupid ass way to each.
Nothing I do is performative. So I'm not going to, for instance, I'll use Hasan as an example. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always what do you think black people?
What a liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Holy dude. Holy dude. Literally lying. Still lying to his audience. Can someone at least enlighten Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? What a piece of dude. Holy America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
in a video
and
game,
equipping and enhancing their capabilities. So that's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge. We want to know what's happening.
Like, we totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We did in a video game.
Amazing.